etc. Hello everyone, SlowMotionAtomicBomb back again with another video today. It's a mega build. You can see in the background there's Mumra and... oh, who's that? Who's also here today? Oh, there he is.
Where am I? Where am I?
Hello.
Here I am.
Skeleton Secrets is back for this 100th Minecraft episode.
Hi, Skelefans. It's me again. I've been on one of these for ages. Unfortunately for you, the viewer, I am back.
We're going to do a mega build. We're going to tag team it. And I think today we're going to build Batman. I have considered this. And I thought it'd be cool to build 1989 Batman. And then I very quickly thought that'd be a terrible idea because it's almost all black. And black is very difficult to build with.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to build Adam West 1966 Batman. So you want your greys and your blacks, yellows. Now, in the past, you've said to me that my builds are too thin.
Yeah, you like to build a flat plane of a person, right?
Yeah, but that is possibly based on my toy Batman that I had as a child that was very...
Your weird floppy Batman. Boneless Batman that you had.
abnormally thin. And it's worth noting that your Mumra was actually very thin as well.
He's not very thin. He's a slender beefcake. like a diet beefcake.
I remember building, when we built the Macho Man, I built the boot first and you just watched me do it. And that is kind of where the girth came from, because everything was built from the boot up. So why don't you get to building a boot?
Oh, God.
Build me Batman's boot. You can set the template.
What if that's the front of one shoe?
Okay,
Is that too big?
that's fine.
Does that look like a sole of a shoe?
Possibly. Do you want me to go over this with blue?
Yeah. His feet might be a bit close together. Never mind.
I think there might be, yeah, but it's probably fine. He's going to be stood in front of Mumra.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, I guess. Unless you want to do the whole thing again.
No thanks. We'll include all the mistakes. Is that in the wrong place?
What is it about an artist that never finish a piece? They just walk away from it. And what's the thing that Bob Ross tells you about happy little accidents? So we haven't done it wrong.
But the first part of your advice there led to George Lucas putting all those computer dinosaurs in Star Wars because he can't leave it alone. Definitely didn't make it better. Right, so his boots go halfway up his shin.
Yeah, they're quite high up, aren't they?
And they have a little point at the top, don't they?
Yeah, well, I actually had an idea for the boots. I was going to put them around his legs.
Yeah, you might have to do a really big Batman to get that to look right. And I suppose they should get slightly wider as well.
I did also have an idea about that.
Was it not to do it and just do a tube?
Yeah, we would do a tube leg and then build the muscle around it. Am I matching yours? Is this the right height?
I don't think it matters. As long as it's like the same height and doesn't look too weird, it doesn't need to be symmetrical.
I've just asked you, is this the right height? And you've said it doesn't matter as long as it's the right height.
It doesn't need to match super well, as long as it's sort of nearly the same. What are we going to do with his arms?
Well, I was thinking...
what pose is he going to have?
He should be holding the bomb.
Yeah, he should be holding the bomb, yeah.
Do you remember when he held the bomb? Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. What's your favourite Batman? What's your big Bat memories?
Bat memories? Mostly, I remember Batman the movie, the 60s movie. I think we have it recorded off the TV.
Oh, Channel 4 used to play episodes of Batman in the sort of early 90s. And I think that was probably a cash-in almost, because the Michael Keaton, Tim Burton films were out. And I had some episodes of that on tape. The one that I remember is when it was like a water torture thing. Chinese water torture. That's all I remember about it.
Do you know body proportions from doing art at school?
No.
No, neither do I. Then we'll just have to guess. That looks like a good place for a knee, do you think? There's a knobble.
What, do we just build around here now?
Well, that's a good start, I suppose, if you want to make his tubular leg. But like you said, the way to do it might be to build the tube and then add to it.
I was going to let you build a straight leg, and then I was going to build a bendy one so that it would look like he was running.
Well, that was what I thought of, and then thought that was a bit too ambitious. Could we have done him in a pose like climbing up the side of a building on a rope?
Oh, this is weird. It looks really odd. Looks really, really odd.
It'll be fine.
Look at how far his legs stick out sideways to where his shoes go. Nobody's got legs like that.
Everybody has legs like that.
No, they're not sticking out like this.
What are you talking about?
He looks like one of them old women. Very strange. I was also half tempted to put a line in it like that.
Yeah, a bit of shading. Yeah.
You know, I thought we should do a duos mega build. It'd be easier than doing separate ones. Did you have any cool Batman toys as a kid?
When I went to nursery, at lunchtime, break time, they used to go around with a box of toys. So you used to get a toy out and play with it on your desk while you were waiting to get your dinner or whatever. And in that box, there was a Batmobile from the 60s, presumably, with most of the paint scratched off it. There was a green Batmobile with a lot of the paint scratched off it. And there was a pink car that we all thought was the Joker's car. And I don't know if it was or if it wasn't.
Was it not Penelope Pitstop's car?
It wasn't, no.
I had a die-cast 89 Batmobile.
Mm.
Do you have a favourite Bat film?
I like the 60s one because that's what I used to watch. The Batman the movie with the full rogues gallery. They turn all the politicians to a powder. And
Do you know what is a good Batman film? Comes highly recommended by me. Lego Batman.
all right.
Very funny. Definitely like a kid's film, but you can certainly watch it as an adult.
Mm. I do like Danny DeVito's Penguin, though.
That is good. And it's set at Christmas.
Yeah.
But there's the issue, isn't there, with I find, you know, Tommy Lee Jones plays Two-Face in the third one.
Oh, yeah.
When I watch that, I always think, he's a good actor, but he feels like he's playing the Joker.
Yes, yeah.
Playing it as the Joker instead of playing it as Two-Face.
Yeah.
And Two-Face is in one of the other films, isn't he? Is he in the first one? But he's a black man. Harvey Dent, I think, is in one of the films.
Harvey Dent is, yeah. It's, what's he called?
Lando Calrissian.
Lando from Star Wars, yeah.
Let's not forget to put a utility belt on him.
Is his crotch not droopy enough?
Does that look ridiculous, what I've done here?
That looks pretty good.
Try to give him a meaty calf.
Yeah. Been working out one leg, like the muscles on his wanking hand being more developed than the other hand.
How are you getting on?
I'm doing the underpants. I've done a bit of a bum, which looks all right. So when you get work on the thighs, can you match the top of the thigh to the bum, please? Leave it sticking out a bit. Do your best. I believe in you.
I've done his two calves. They look a bit odd.
It looks good. Looking good.
Which of these knees do you like?
The one on the right. You might get away with a grey line around the top of the boot as well.
I might just go around the boot again. I do kind of think his boots sticking out around his legs. That's what I'm hoping. His boots don't have laces, do they? They're quite smooth.
Yeah, the slip-ons. Presumably, because he has to put them on in a hurry, he doesn't have time to tie his laces. They must just be there when he slides down the bat pole.
It looks a bit weird. I think they're too short. I think I'm going to have to build these up higher. Not look right.
It looks fine.
What does this look like with the little grey line at the top of the boot?
It looks all right. Doesn't look too strange.
Annoyed that I've now got to recreate all of that.
Gotta match it on the other side. Oh dear. Oh, he's looking pretty good.
I've given him little laces as well. I don't know if we should keep them or not. Side on, his bum sticks out and his arms stick out, and then he's got a little thin thigh.
Little skinny thighs. Maybe leave it like that.
One of my favourite podcasts talks a lot about accuracy versus something that's toyetic.
Oh, yeah.
That is more eye-catching and pops more and stands out more.
Yeah.
With this, I'm sort of looking at it like it might be accurate just to have it be blue and grey, but it might look better to our eyes to have a bit of extra sort of colour in it. So having this bit of blue just sort of gives more definition to where his boots end.
Well, the boots were kind of plain, so...
He's looking pretty good though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you've given him his little bum crack.
It's like a signature now. Maybe I should put a sign and write my name on it. Put it in the bum crack.
Should he have that and then fill these bits in?
Yeah, maybe. Try it out. See what it looks like. We could probably bring some pecs out up here. Give him some boobs.
Does that look a bit weird?
I think it's started a bit too high up, isn't it? Normally, six-packs starts down here. And I'm sure that I would definitely know from all the six-packs that I have. Definitely don't just have a massive wobbly belly.
So, we've had a little break. Oh, what's happened to his string? So, what's the plan, Batman?
Well, there's the thighs to do, but we'd probably get away with just leaving them like that.
They look ridiculous.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why. Got legs like Popeye's arms.
I mean, where does his chest come to? Like, is it in line with this little blue nubbin?
I think so. That was like the top of his chest where I thought to start the cowl. Does that make his pecs too small?
I don't think so. So I once went to see Batman live in Newcastle, at the Newcastle Arena. It was like a stage performance with like acrobats in it and sort of stilt walkers and people on bungees and things. And there was a thing with the Joker where his teeth started wriggling and his teeth were all people. They were like acrobats and stuff. There was like a giant Joker head and there was all these people in it.
What?
It was pretty good. It was mostly just like the origin story retold again, but they had a Batmobile there with loads of LED lights on it.
Oh, well, that looks all right.
Yeah, so does it want to be like his knees? Do they want to pop out?
Probably, yeah.
Although this video doesn't go out until November, as we're recording it, we've just had Pancake Day. Did you have a nice Pancake Day?
Did have a nice pancake day. I normally don't. Not particularly a great fan of pancakes. But this year, as I am trying to give up eating all sweets and that, unfortunately, I made savoury pancakes. Spinach and cheese sauce, and I had it with a fried egg. And it was dead good.
Right, this to me looks really weird.
You need to make it more peck-shaped. I think that's what's throwing me off. You'll have one of those pigeon chest, like Chris Jericho and Kofi Kingston and the like.
Oh yeah, that instantly looks a lot better.
Are we going to put nipples on it, on Batman, like George Clooney?
I was going to say that. Do we put nipples on?
Oh, bat nipples.
I think it again comes down to the idea of something that's toyetic and how does it look to our eyes. Like those boots having a little bit of blue trim on that aren't really like what his boots were like, but they just look better in this. This. Maybe we will chuckle if he's got bat nips.
It's well within our style to put nipples on. The same as the bum crack is. And
yeah. I'll tell you what, doing this Batman build has made me think about one of the many things that we always think we'll get round to and we never do. We considered playing Lego Batman on stream and then never did it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you played any Lego Batman?
No.
I got an LCD monitor years ago that could display like better quality images, and I downloaded the demo of Lego Indiana Jones, and I can't profess to being the biggest Indiana Jones fan, but I played it and I thought, this is really good. And I went out and bought Lego Batman for the PlayStation 2 and really enjoyed it. Then I went on my PlayStation 3 and played Lego Batman 2, which I found to be a little bit annoying. What kind of annoyed me about it was that it was... one of the big sort of problems with those Lego games is that you typically... They get you to do a lot of stuff that you've already done to unlock everything. Like, there'll be a rock that you can't move.
Yeah.
And then it's only later on when you've unlocked... I know it's Marvel rather than DC, but you've unlocked the Hulk. And then you can go back and redo that level, which sort of like artificially lengthens the game.
Yeah, I know. I played Lego Marvel Superheroes and I played Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And I know exactly what you mean.
Those games sort of really annoy me because of that.
There you go.
Do they look all right?
I think that's right. They're symmetrical now. Lovely.
Oh, they look like eyes. We can't...
Oh, one of them's wonky.
We can't... Well, that's nips, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
We can't have that.
You'll have to get the... You'll have to get the buttons out.
Get the buttons out. I'm just wondering if his pecs need to be changed and sort of rounded a bit. What a nuisance this trial and error method is.
Is that good? Is that good enough? He's got a Hitler moustache.
It's interesting that you said you were doing the arms, and what you've done is made a comical head. That looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yes, very good.
I'm quite happy with that. So I want to make this top one a bit longer, I think. Oh, very, very pleased with what I've done. I think that looks really good.
Is this a good size for the head?
It could be.
Is it too big? Is it too small? Not necessarily the square shape, but the size.
It's all right. It could be a bit bigger, but I think it's probably fine.
You put the bat ears on to give you a...
Yeah, that'll be all right, I think. I'm sort of dreading these thighs. I'm half tempted to say, yeah, it is funny with his little skinny legs. It's just because I know that I can probably do one, but then I have to match the other one. Right, here we go. Who's your favourite Batman villain?
Favourite Batman villain?
Is it the Clock King?
The Calendar Man.
Is it Shame?
I don't even know who Shame is.
Is it Ma Parker? Or the Scarecrow? Is it Man-Bat?
Man-Bat is quite good, just because it's a stupid idea.
It is a stupid idea.
I do love a stupid idea.
Speaking of stupid ideas, I've already messed this up.
Just scrap this arm and start again. The angle's wrong. Length is wrong.
How can it be wrong, you say? You can't do it wrong. It doesn't have to match.
Well, it's not matching. It's his arm looked way too long. That's proportionality, isn't it? Not symmetricality. Is that even a word?
It could be. Johnny Rotten wrote an autobiography where there was loads of made-up words in it, but they were words that he used that got across the point of what he was trying to say. And the argument was made that in that case, it's all right then.
I always think about how he sang a song about being an anarchist.
He did indeed.
Which also isn't a word.
This is just going to be a tedious process now of building this up, because I'm doing it sort of like layer by layer. And then I think it's going to be like really flat, but I'm then going to come back to it and sort of beef it out and curve it out and stuff. It's funny because you're not visible to me now, so these blocks just look like they're magically appearing.
Is this too sharp of an angle?
I don't think so.
I did it at a lesser angle and it looked weird.
Minecraft in it.
It can be that's what you were saying earlier. It can be really hard to tell when you're not at a distance what it actually looks like.
One thing that I was thinking about, and this has got to be a big worry, how on earth are you going to build that bomb?
Maybe I'll remember how to build a sphere.
Yeah, that is it, isn't it? It's gone back to the old spheres that I learned how to build and taught you how to build, and neither of us can remember.
Thank you very much. You can go back to whatever you were doing before.
Thanks for your permission.
No problem.
This, by the way, this isn't looking too bad. It's not taking me as long as I thought, and I was expecting to have to do more, but it seems almost finished.
What I've built is looks a bit strange. It's not without its reasoning, though.
Brought his pants down a bit. Because the top of his legs don't quite match. It looks stupid. What have I done?
Oh, they look pretty good.
Do you reckon?
Don't they? Got little chunky round thighs.
So do I just want to leave them then?
If we get to the end and we really don't like them, then we could change it.
I suppose that's true. You could always come on here when I'm not on and vandalise it.
I'm making him have a really long willy that goes all the way down to the floor. Curls into a pile.
What other great scintillating Batman discussion can we have?
What's your favourite pancake filling?
Golden syrup.
Good old Lyle's golden syrup with the dead lion on the front, with all flies buzzing around it.
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
I've given him a little bit of curvature to his sides. I was actually thinking of building something else.
Oh, yeah.
Depends. How long are you going to be on these arms?
Ages,
you reckon? I might go build something else that is going to enhance the build. World height is quite high up, isn't it?
I think they expanded it with... Do you remember, was it a couple of years ago when they added the super depths? I think they might have expanded the high limit as well.
Oh, why did I choose to build in black? It is the worst.
Can't really see what you're doing, can you?
Yeah, because you can't see the outlines. The outlines on the black need to be white or grey. What the fuck have I done here? How have I done that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
You're learning to do a waltz.
Learning to do a
At least I think I'm funny. His arms might be a bit too beefy. Maybe it's just compared to the legs.
They look alright from here. I'm at an odd angle though. Why did I think this was a good idea? So I've been thinking about a thing, but there's probably like far too much to explain.
I've been thinking about a thing, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
I've got a title for it. I haven't got much else.
Oh, great. Too much to tell, you said.
Oh, hang on, I'm losing sense of how many things I need to do here. I've done a thing that looks good. I haven't finished it, but I've done a thing that looks good. Oh, something's gone a bit weird here. Oh, that is good. This is going to be amazing when you see it.
Okay.
I don't know if you've spotted it.
I saw you built a massive pole into the sky.
Yeah.
But other than that,
how are you getting on with yours?
Sort of fannying about with it now. I finished the arm plan of the arm.
I've done something good. I think what I've done enhances this build, despite the fact that it's not actually directly connected in any way to this build. If there were to be future mega builds, what would you want to build?
I don't know. I do like building the figures, but I want to try one where it's not in the same pose, if you see what I mean.
Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Oh, maybe it can be a little bit thinner there. God Christ. Have you been doing his face? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
What do you think?
These bits are actually white on his mask.
What do you mean?
Like where his eyebrows go.
Yeah, they are, yeah. The snot should be coming out of one side of the nostril, not the middle.
I'm really impressed with this, right? Not what you've done, but what I've done.
Oh, thanks.
If you come up here to where I am, and then slowly turn round and have a look in the sky. What do you think of that?
Oh, very good.
Do you want to go up and have a look? Let's
have a look.
I've corned it. It looks really good, doesn't it? It looks like it's coming beaming from the distance.
Yeah.
Because I've done it cone shaped. Oh, very strange. There you go. I've done a little Batman. I don't know if it should be popping off the thing. I think it should probably be flat, but you can't really tell from Batman. You've not even made reference to me. It's unbelievable, the effort I've gone to. Do I not look different?
What are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you on about?
I mean my costume.
What about it?
Been wearing a costume and you haven't mentioned it.
It's just your purple underpant costume.
It isn't.
It is.
It is not.
It is. That's the one I designed.
Don't lie to me.
Purple vest with nipples. Purple pants.
I can't believe this.
Little red and white undies.
Unbelievable.
Oh, right. That makes more sense.
I'm Batman. And now having a look at the bat symbol on the front of this costume. I think the one that I've done's not very good.
Well, they all have a slightly different one, don't they?
I guess so. There you go, Batman and bobbins. Very good. Oh, what have you done?
What do you mean? What have I done?
Why have you done that?
What do you mean?
The state of this.
What are you talking about?
Oh, God. Look at the state of this. I mean, we could call that finished if you really wanted to. I've just realised what they are. I thought they were big nips, but I've now noticed. And he's got another head on the back of his head. Also, don't think I'm not aware that he's got rude daubings within his chest, because I have edited the footage. I should note that we are now into our third recording session.
It's become a tradition to write a swear word inside the body.
I need to do the bat symbol. It'll be what it is, and she'll be no more than that. So what are you going to be working on?
I'm going to trial the gloves, see how they look. Because there's that to do, there's the head to do, and there's the bomb to do.
Oh my God, this is going to look awful. Look at that.
Wow, it's so big.
I'll tell you what's annoying. There's no, back side of this wall. It doesn't have any innards. There's no wall for me to build the logo on. When I knock a brick out, there's then not one behind it.
Oh, I see. You could just build one.
But it doesn't look anything like a bat. Oh, that's not that bad.
Looks all right from here.
I like these bits sticking out. I don't know if I should bother going back up and fixing the bat that I've done on the bat symbol, because it bothers me now that I know that it's not quite right. Am I spending too much time working on a thing that doesn't really matter here, when I could be just doing the main build? I think part of the problem here is that there's thin little bits on his wings and you can't really replicate them with these thick blocks.
Yeah.
I think that is proving a problem. I don't like that now because it looks like a bloody ship out of Star Wars or something. By the way, is the new logo better on the bat signal?
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean about it looking like a bit Star Wars-y.
Yeah.
It looks all right. It looks like the, what does he call it? The bat plane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. Looks a bit like a TIE fighter or something.
The bat, that's not called a bat plane, is it? What's it called?
It must be a bat plane. Everything's a bat something, isn't it?
Bat wing.
Is it the bat wing or the night wing?
No,
Nightwing's
is
a character.
That's what Robin turned into.
Oh, yeah.
Before he turned into whatever the other one is. There was a Robin that came back to life and became Hush.
Oh, I don't know that one.
And then there was a Robin that died and just stayed dead.
How the bloody hell do we build this bomb?
Oh, well, aren't you a sphere expert?
It's a sort of about working out what the middle point is, I guess. Where would he be holding the bomb? I don't want to build it at the tip of his fingers, or do I? Do they want to be in his...
Well, what you can do is, if you build it...
If you figure out where the midpoint of the bomb should be for me, I can build around that. Because then I'll know how wide it wants to be.
He wants to be holding it in his fingers and the top of his palm, right?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to go up to there.
That's not quite the pose, is it?
No.
He's holding the bomb properly above his head. Like, it goes above the top of his hands.
Yeah.
So do you want to nudge it up a bit?
I mean, is that all right?
I think it probably is.
His arms seem massive compared to the rest of him. It might just have to be like that. I'm going to say that's all right. That's the framework for the bottom. So that's how wide it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like the bomb. So that's not too bad, right? I think that is the bottom layer.
Right.
Bloody hell, I've got to do 21 bloody layers. So what if, to make it easier, I do this? This is going to be some really riveting content.
A bit of counting.
Got much to talk about with your fingers, and I'm just counting numbers. There you go. There's the bottom of the bomb.
Wow.
Next layer is... go around the edge, I think. It's awkward, isn't it, when you're doing a build together, when you get a bit where... I sort of couldn't really build the bomb while you were building the hands, but you can't now build the hands while I'm building the bomb. But the only bit we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the only bit we've got after this is the head, and we sort of want to do that together, so you can't really go off and just do that.
Yeah.
Does that look right? That seems to look right.
Yeah.
It's an interesting look from above. Do I do the next one? That's layer 3. Next is layer 4 of 20 bloody 1 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so these just match that. So that's actually a lot easier. These long bits match. There you go. That is quite an easy layer. Just the 18 more of these to go. Have you watched any of the new Batman? Have you watched The Batman?
The Batman. Was that the one with Twilight in it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
I've tried to watch it twice and I've turned it off twice.
That good?
And I really liked the trailer.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get into the film because it was so long. And I don't know why I can't get into it, but I can't. Tried. Every time I put it on, I just think, I want to watch 89 Batman.
I think the last new Batman thing that I tried to watch was Gotham, a TV series, which there was some interesting stuff in it, but Bruce Wayne was a little kid. A bit of an odd one. The guy who played the Penguin was good.
Do you know what the most recent Batman thing that I watched, that I finished, that I liked, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meet Batman. Animated adaptation of the comic book.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's got Shredder in it. Shredder and the Joker. Why is working with black blocks so bloody painful? Surely that's a thing that they should have gone, you know this black outline that you can see on every single block? It doesn't work on black blocks. should we put something in, like a white outline for black blocks? That would help. There's a lot of good things that Minecraft does and continue to do. There's a lot of really, really irritating simple things that they just don't do, and that's one of them. But I've got to say, that is looking... Well, it looks like a ball right now. Batman with his ball of gruel.
Crucifix coming out of it.
How are you getting on with music? What were you having trouble with?
Well, my audio interface has got loopback on it, which means whatever I send to a speaker out can be sent to somewhere on the computer.
How dare you be eating a sandwich right now?
Eating a sandwich?
You sound like you're eating something.
I'm eating something. It's a pear.
Well, I'm busy at this and I'm really hungry.
Sorry. I haven't had any breakfast.
Oh, hang on, I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't see, it's black. 1, 2, 3, 2 each side. Oh, hang on, this is going to get very confusing in a minute. Let me just put some bits in. These.
Did you watch Merry Little Batman?
No, I didn't.
On Amazon Prime.
No, I didn't get around to it. I was aware of it.
Special Christmas Tiny Batman.
I watched a bit of Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy. Thought, I'll watch a nice, easy, family Christmas film. Just have it on in the background.
Yeah.
But it was advertised as being that. It wasn't advertised as being like a weird supernatural thing.
Oh.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
Lots of like marionettes came to life, and you know, the partridge and the pear tree and all that suddenly is in the back garden and all this sort of stuff. And it was like, I thought this was just going to be about a competition.
Yeah.
Movie dads putting Christmas lights up to win the neighbourhood contest. That's what I thought it was, and it wasn't that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I watched about half of it and I thought, I suppose I'll watch the rest of this at some point. And then my Prime expired, so I haven't actually seen the end of it. And I probably now won't until next year at least. Ah, there you go. Some days you just have to let SloMo build a bomb. Just looks like a black circle.
Yeah.
Because you can't see the depth in it.
Maybe could you dismantle it and rebuild it in a different colour? Yeah, his arms are definitely too big, aren't they? Too chunky.
That does look good.
Thicker than his legs.
Oh, God. What do you think of
that? Very good.
Does it want a campfire on it? Or do we want to build a flame, which is going to be awkward and difficult?
Maybe a bit of both. Do a flame and then put a load of campfires inside the top of it. Look at the flame on the campfire. White at the bottom, then orange, then yellow, then orange, then red on the outside.
But how...
I'm going to have to do these fingers. I don't want to do these fingers. I already hate building against the black.
Oh, building the gloves against it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have no idea what this looks like. But you know what? That might not be the worst. What if I do this so it looks like it is bleeding into it? So it looks like there's a gradual incline of colours, maybe? I feel like I've forgotten literally everything I know about building a dome. I've made this too square. Oh, it might not be too bad. Might not be too bad. I don't know how thrilled I am with that or not, but I guess it's step back and have a look from a distance. That's not too bad, maybe. Bit too big. What do you think of that?
That looks good.
Try to put a bit of depth in it and change the colours up and stuff. I keep getting really confused because you've built two faces on this guy. So am I going to the front or the back? And I look and I check if there's a face there. So we've got this absolute horror show down here. It doesn't help, you know.
What do you mean?
So I got to edit around this.
It's a little personal private joke just for you.
You haven't started doing your thing yet, have you?
To start doing what?
Your cape.
No. How dare you?
All these turds coming out the back.
Look, this is clear what's happened here is that he's got a bomb, right? And he's terrified about it. His eyes are popping out of his head, yeah? Like in a cartoon. His tongue has come out like he's absolutely screaming. He's pooed through his pants. And his knob has come out and all his pubes have gone grey because of the fear.
I see.
You don't approve then. That's what's happened.
What's this purple patch?
That's the big throbbing vein. You're not putting that in the video then?
Won't get away with it, will I?
You've put knobs in a Minecraft video before.
I've censored them.
Have you?
Apart from that one I forgot about censoring.
Is that better? Is it funnier if it's smaller?
Is it cold?
Well, it shouldn't be. We're in the desert.
So this is our 4th session now of doing this. And you're going to work on this cape. Is it only going to come down to there?
No, I think it's going to go all the way down to the top of his calves, maybe.
Well, I think what I might do is have another go at the bat symbol, because I've realised that it's the wrong era. I've sort of done an 89 symbol and it's different on the actual Adam West one.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have a go at redoing it. I think it just wants filling in a bit more. In fact, I might have finished. That's a bit more what it's like, I think. It's a bit less dynamic, I suppose, but it's... Is there any running commentary you can give for your highly exciting bit of cape?
I'm doing the wiggly bits for a flowy cape.
This is one of the most irritating things I've done. I think I might have had it right to begin with and I should have just left it. I'm trying to get something that sort of like is a reasonable facsimile of this and sort of resembles it in a way where you look at it and you go, yeah, I get what that is.
Yeah.
Because there isn't really another way I thought I'd do it.
Well, I think I did a very good job on Mumra. So why can't you do a good job, please? It's supposed to be two-headed snake, isn't it? With a curl in the middle. And if you look at it from over there, that's kind of what it looks like. Up close, it doesn't look like that.
It never looks right. It looks like a cross between a crab and a scorpion now. Too much of a perfectionist. Have you got a tablet?
Yeah.
Does it do that thing where if you don't press the power button but you press the volume button, it goes straight to the camera?
Yeah.
Shit that, innit? When you press the wrong button and the camera comes on, you see your awful slovenly reflection. And you go, oh God, do I really look like that while I'm just slouched here playing computer games? What an awful sight. I can't really make it look like the Adam West one, but I've now done that, and I don't know if that's better than we had before or not, but I think I've done it.
Yeah, looks good.
I've tried to make the black a bit smaller,
yeah,
so that the yellow goes around it, but that's about it. So,
well, look at the cape, please.
Well, that's good. I like how you've put these shapes on it to make it look creased.
That's the wiggles.
Surprised you didn't write slag on it or something like that. So is the cape done?
I think so.
And what, are you just going along these things?
Just doing correcting the arms a little bit, because this arm looks better than this arm. Let me have a look from a distance. Oh yeah, bastard, it's actually one smaller again.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Never mind, it looks fine. I'm only going to have to fix it eventually, because it'll get on my nerves. They don't look quite as chunky as they did.
So, is it head time?
Yeah, I think so.
Are we using this head as a guide? What's the shape? Like a bullet? Are we building a bullet-shaped head? What?
Suppose. If you do like a guide, where if you bring the face out to how far you want it to go.
Are we building around this, or are we knocking it out?
I would build it around this because it sort of gives us a little, like a scale, doesn't it? It doesn't have to look like this, but...
Is that his chin?
Yeah. That looks really weird. With the teeth and the tongue inside. We should do that. That's what we should do. We should definitely give him a proper internal 3D mouth.
That looks ludicrous.
It like comes up and then out.
Do we want to bring the back of his mouth forward? Is it too deep?
I don't think so.
Like, you don't think his teeth should be like along here? Assuming that they would be white.
Oh yeah, he's like there.
Look at
Oh dear. Yeah.
I guess I'll make that red for his gums. Put banners on there for his teeth. Now put 3 pinkaloids and then pop the rest to his teeth. Oh, it's so silly. And then his face might want to be like curved a bit.
We just got to fill in the rest of the head.
You'd have gaping nostrils here.
It looks just like Adam West. The eyes can be higher up than this, remember?
No, the eyes are sort of down here. There's like a curvature in the mask. I'm going to have a little go at these eyes. Then if you decide you're not into it, we'll do something else. Yeah, we might have to do something else because I don't. Again, this is a bit sort of too small. We do have to do something else. It looks so ridiculous.
Oh yeah, very good. Does he have some lips?
Yeah, but they're quite thin.
Oh yes.
Looking quite chubby. He looks. How have we managed to make him look like a comic book character? We've given him such a rectangular face as well. Like, there's no curve on his lips. If I was to do that, does that look better?
It's less funny.
I think the top bit being straight and the bottom bit being curved is maybe better. Why is it that the head is always the best bit? Maybe the eyes could be higher up. I think they're a bit too close to the nose. The awkward bit, I think, is these eyebrows, because the white is such a thick line. Did you ever see the Batman animated film that had Adam West and Burt Ward in it? And it was like a film of the 1960s Batman, but it was a cartoon, but it had all the original voice actors in it that were still alive.
I think I've seen that.
Does his head want to be cylindrical? Does it want to be domed at the top, or have you got any thoughts on it?
It is domed at the top, kind of.
I've cubed it off at the front. Does it just want shape in it, adding to it?
The problem you'll have is getting the eyes to look right if you're going to shape the front.
Oh, but I was just going to put like extra bits on the sides to build it up rather than cut bits out. Just because I don't want him to have an entirely like flat looking head. Oh, that's it.
That's really good.
He's got a sort of slight curve to his head. That is amazing. I think we've done it.
Yeah.
I think that's Batman. The only issue is his teeth keep disappearing from a distance. And also, I mean, by its very nature, there's a shadow cast over his face by the bomb.
Yeah.
His face isn't as bright. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Oh, that's so good. So happy with the end result. So what have you made of this build overall?
I've quite enjoyed it, as I usually do.
You like the big builds more than I do. I get frustrated by how long they take and how much editing I have to do to make the video. How does he compare to Mumra and Macho Man, who you can see in the distance?
I think that he's a bit of an upgrade on both of them. We've gone for a different pose, seeing as how Mumra and Macho Man are in exactly the same pose.
Well, my Skeletor wasn't.
Yeah, but you only built the head in a hand.
The addition of prop has made a difference, although I built a portal that Skeletor came out of, so... And I built that wrestling ring that Hulk Hogan was stood in.
Yeah.
But the bomb, I'm pleased with, and let's not forget, the bat signal. Would you say, on the whole, that this is the best bit of bat media to exist on the internet?
It definitely is.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, would you be so kind as to like, comment, subscribe, ding the bell if you're already subscribed to get notifications on future videos, and we shall see you again next time. Until then, what's a famous Batman phrase? What's the thing Batman says?
He doesn't have a catchphrase.
He says, I'm Batman. To the bat wagon.
On the TV show, when they tell you to tune in next week,
Oh, that's
same bat time,
the one.
same bat channel.
And until next time, you can catch more Slow Motion Atomic Bomb at the same bat time on the same bat channel. You can catch more of this on the same Slow Motion Atomic Bomb time at the same... I don't know the way to do it.
It's a little bit contrived.
Dinner, Batman. There you go. I'm really pleased with that.
Is it worth 7 hours of building?
Is that what it's been?
Jingle bells, Batman smells Robin Hood. Batmobile broke its wheel and the Joker got away.